Good morning, children. Welcome. In the previous chapter, we have covered about what is gravitation. Correct? How are you able to stand on the ground very stably? Okay. So in today's chapter, we are going to see now what is work and what is energy. Okay, these two are the different things, and the work is that what we do, how we do, and what energy we require to do the work is given in this chapter. Okay, there's also a derivation part in this chapter also. No need to worry. Okay, we'll go step by step so that you will understand what are the derivations in this lesson also. Again, I'm repeating that this lesson is also a applicable lesson. Okay, what work you are doing and when this work is done also is known as is known in this lesson. Okay, so there's no theoretical part at all. Okay, here's everything related to your everyday life. Okay, so let us see what is work and what is energy. See, so what is work now? This is a scientific definition given over here. Okay, work is defined as product of force and displacement of an object in the direction of force. Okay, so what does it mean? You can see the picture over there. There's a shopping trolley, correct? There's a shopping trolley over there. In first they have given that the shopping trolley is very stable at one moment. Okay, see here, you can see over here. See, this is the first trolley is very stable over here, but after some time the trolley has moved from this place to this place. Correct, it has come here, so it has done displacement. Correct, you know the meaning of displacement means what? It is traveling from one place to another place, that is displacement. You have to leave your original place and you have to go to the new place, that is called displacement. So the what shopping trolley is doing? The trolley is doing displacement. Okay, so that is known as work done. And you are pushing trolley, the trolley will not move on its own. If it's move, does it move on its own? No. Correct. If then what you have to do? You have to give the force over it to move. Correct. So what we are doing now? We are applying force here. See, we are applying force here. Correct. When you apply force in this direction, you are applying force in this direction. Correct. You have given the force in right side so that the trolley is going to move forward. Okay, so what you are doing? You are applying force in certain direction, and then there is a displacement in the direction of force. Correct. What is the direction of the displacement? The direction of the displacement and the direction of the force is same. Correct, both are moving in same directions. Correct, and that is when is known as work. Okay, then and I'll give you another example. If someone stands in front of this trolley, okay, someone is standing in front of this trolley, okay, and one person is standing at the front of this trolley. Now what? One person, the person who is pushing this trolley forward. Okay, one person is pushing this trolley forward. Okay, he is applying force in right hand side, and the person who is standing in front of the trolley, what he is doing? He is trying to push trolley in the he is trying to push the trolley in the opposite side. Correct. So what happened? The trolley is not going to move now. Correct, the trolley is not going to move. Why? Because the force what was applying, which was applied by the person standing behind the trolley, is equal to the force applied by the person standing at the front of the trolley. Okay, so here there is no displacement taking place. Okay, so what you have to remember in work done concept, when the work is done, when there is a displacement in the direction of force. Okay, remember this, when there is a displacement in the direction of force, then it is known as work done. Okay, so there's displacement over there, there's a force over there, and so that is the formula. W, that is work, is equal to force into S. F into S. S is the displacement. Correct. So force is calculated in Newton and the displacement is calculated in the meters. Okay, so Newton meter is the unit, and that unit, SI unit, is known as joule. Okay, so unit of work is joule. The work done is counted in the joule. Joule is a name of a scientist who found out this unit of work. Okay, so next, see here what example I gave you back, the same is given over here. The when is work done? Okay, when object moves in the direction of the force, then it is known as work done. And when no work is done, when there is no movement, see the wrestler lifting the weight. Okay, is there any displacement? No, he's just holding the weight. He's going against the force. Again, now why we have taken gravitation lesson first? Because see in this example, what force is applying toward the weight? The gravitational force is going to pull the weight towards the ground. Okay, but what the weightlifter is doing? He is going against that gravitational force. Correct. He is lifting that weight. That means it is going against the gravitational force, and that's why there is no work done here. Okay, the key point what you have to remember in work done is the object must move in the direction of force. In what direction you are giving the force, in that direction only the work must be, or the displacement must be done. So the direction of force and the direction of movement are different in this diagram. Okay, in this example, he is going against the gravitational force, so there is no work done. Okay, so what are the ways of doing work now? So energy can do work as work against inertia. Correct. He's, see the inertia diagram over there, he's trying to push a car. Correct, he's trying to push a car, that is, it is against inertia. Then the work against gravitation, he's lifting a box, that is against gravity. Work against friction, he's trying to push, the person is trying to push a heavy box. Correct, and which is situated on the ground. So the ground and box contains the friction. Correct, they have the friction over their surfaces, so the work is done against the friction. Then the work against the shape, see the shape of spring, when you try to pull it, what is happening? The shape, the work is doing against its shape. Okay, then there is a work against combinations of all above. When there is a work is done against the inertia also, shape also, gravity also, friction also. Okay, so these are the ways of doing work. Okay, so now here comes one concept, like the work done by a constant force is defined as the distance moved multiplied by the component of the force in the direction of displacement. Okay, this is very complex definition. I'll give it in a simple way. Okay, what you have to remember, you can see a lady pulling a box over there. Correct, is she doing that? She's pulling the box, again leaving, pulling the box, again leaving? No, what she is doing, she is pulling the box at a constant force. Okay, when there is a constant force against something, then the equation will become W is equal to F D cos theta. Okay, F is the force, D is the distance, and cos theta means what? Theta is the angle. Okay, you can see over here, see, you can see over here the angle at which she is pulling the object. This is known as the cos theta, or the angle of the displacement. Okay, when the box is going to move from here to here. Correct, so this is the displacement taking over place, and this is the force. Correct, this is the constant force applied by the woman, and this is the angle where the force is going to apply. Okay, we are not having the what we can say, the derivation of this formula. Okay, so just remember the formula. W is equal to FD cos theta. Okay, you can what we can say, we can derive the cos theta, or the angle where the force is going to apply. Okay, so for that purpose this formula is going to use. Okay, for the key point what we have to we have to remember in this slide is that when there is a constant force we have to use W is equal to FD cos theta, and when there is an irregular force, okay, then you can use the previous formula, that is W is equal to F into S, that is force into displacement. Okay, okay, so now we have to remember some that like sign conventions. Okay, you have to remember some sign conventions for the work done. Okay, so work done by a force may be negative or positive. Okay, so when it is positive and when it is negative, the work done by a force is positive when the work is positive if the force and displacement are in same direction. Okay, when the force and displacement are in same direction, everything is going in hand, so it is positive. Okay, now the work done by force is negative if the force and displacement are in opposite direction. What is happening now? Force and displacement का झगड़ा हो गया. Okay, they are saying no, I'll not come with you, then it is going in opposite direction, तो वो हो गया नेगेटिव वर्क. ओके, द वर्क डन बाय द फोर्स इज नेगेटिव. द वर्क डन बाय फोर्स इज ज़ीरो इफ देर इज नो डिस्प्लेसमेंट. सिर्फ तुम जोर लगा रहे हो बट द ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट मूविंग एट ऑल, देन इट इज द वर्क डन इज ज़ीरो. Okay, next the work done by force is zero if the force is perpendicular to the displacement. Okay, what is happening now? See here, I'll show you what is work done. See, if this is a object kept here. Okay, can you see everyone? Okay, can you see now? So this is an object I have kept. Now what I am doing, I am applying force perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular to the displacement. What I'm doing, and applying force perpendicular to the displacement. Okay, I'll trying to push this bottle down. The displacement I have to do is like this, correct? The displacement I have to do in the right to left or left to right. I have to move this object right to left or left to right. But what I am doing, the force what I am applying is perpendicular. Correct? The force is perpendicular, and therefore there is no work done when the force is perpendicular to the displacement. Okay children, so what we have to remember, there are some conventions like when force and displacement वो friends होते हैं तो वो that is positive. If they become the enemy, then there is a negative. Then when there is no displacement, okay, वो हिल नहीं रहा है जगह से, तो that is zero. And when there is perpendicular force, perpendicular means what? You have to remember the T. Okay, this is the displacement and this is the force. Okay, when the force is perpendicular to the displacement, then it is zero. The work done is zero. Okay, see the example is given over here. When we lift an object, the object moves upward in the direction of the force. Here work done is positive, but there is force of gravity acting down on the object. The work done by the object of gravity is negative. Correct? We have seen the example of the weightlifter in the previous slide. That is, the work done by the wrestler is positive, but the work done by the gravitation is negative. Okay, you can see the example over here now again. A porter lifts a luggage of 15 kg from the ground and puts it on his head 1.5 meter above the ground. Calculate the work done by him on the luggage. Okay, so what is the mass given over there? 15 kg. What displacement is done? The luggage is picked up from the ground towards its head. So the displacement was 1.5 meter. Okay, now what was the acceleration due to gravity? Here the force is applied, so acceleration due to gravity, and it is against the gravity, correct? So 10 meter per second square. Now what is work done formula? The W is equal to F into S. And what is force formula when there is acceleration due to gravity? M into G, correct? So what is the M? 15 kg. Okay, what is the G? 10 meter per second square into displacement 1.5. The answer will be 225 kg meter per second square. We have to convert it into joule. So what we are going to do? The answer will be 225 joule. The conversions you will see in the last slide. Okay, so you have to just here remember the formula, that is W is equal to F into S. And what is the formula of force? mg, correct? Mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so here we have seen about the work. So if to do work, what we need now? Energy. So what is energy? Energy is defined as capacity to do work. And SI unit is again joule. Then there are many forms of energy, that is the kinetic energy, potential energy, then chemical energy, electric energy, solar energy, nuclear energy, heat energy, correct? Then mechanical energy, sound energy, radiant energy. Okay, we'll see one by one what are the energy. See, the forms of energy are given over there. There are main two types of energy, that is the potential energy and the kinetic energy. The potential energy is a stored energy, correct? It does not move. So what are the potential energies? The gravitational energy, elastic energy, nuclear energy, and chemical energy. Okay, and the kinetic energy are the moving energy. Okay, the objects are moving, are in motion. So what are the kinetic energies? Forms of energies: the mechanical energy, thermal energy, radiant energy, electrical energy, and the sound energy. Okay, so till here we have completed about the what is work, what is work, when is the work done accurately. Then we have seen two formulas, at the constant force and the irregular force. At the irregular force we have to use the formula W is equal, that is work done is equal to force into displacement. And at the constant force we have to use the work is equal to FD cos theta, correct? And then there is a energy, and then we need energy to do the work. And now in the next video we are going to see about what are the different types of forms of energy. Okay, thank you children.